So if I'm going to be talking about how you can start a lead generation agency and get to $10,000 per month, then I first should lead with some proof, right? What you're seeing on your screen right now is actually my payment processor Stripe, where as you can see, I put it as the date from October 1st, 2022 to December 31st, 2022. And as you can see, I made $10,000. But what's unique about this is I actually started my business in October 2022, $0, November, the second month, $0. And in my third month, I made $10,502 in a single month. So what that means is in the first 90 days, in my first 3 months, I went from $0 to $10,000 a month with my own lead generation agency, just to prove to you that I actually did this myself and I know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're watching this, it means that you're probably pretty serious about starting your own online business and just finally creating financial, time, and location freedom, not just for yourself, but for your family and just the people that you care about. But right now, if we're being completely honest, you probably feel stuck. You're waking up, you're going to work, you're coming home, you're sleeping, and you're doing it all over again, 5 days a week. And the worst part about it is you just don't see a way out. You're making okay money, but it's just never enough to actually feel free. You can't travel when you want, you can't spend time with your family on your own terms, and if you stop working, your income stops too. So what's the solution? Well, you need to become the type of person who has complete control over their income. The kind of person who doesn't just work for money, but knows how to actually make money work for them. And if you're not that person right now, that's fine. It's not your fault. Because the truth is most people, they just never figure this out because they just never came across the right process in order to actually get there. And that's exactly why you're here. So if working harder at your job just isn't the answer, then what is? The key is learning a skill that will allow you to just make money on your own terms, but not just any skill. It needs to be a high income skill. It needs to be in demand and it needs to be time leveraged. And that's exactly why I started a lead generation agency, because there's just no need for tens of thousands of dollars for startup capital. It's not dependent on trends. Every business needs more leads. They need more customers. And you can start this with part-time hours. So this is perfect for someone who's working a 9-to-5 job. And I know this is true because when I started, I had zero clue what I was doing. I wasted months just trying to figure everything out, making mistakes, and just struggling to get my first few clients. Because this was me in 2022 working a corporate job at IBM. Overall, it was a good job. I mean, the pay was pretty decent, right? But I wanted more. I wanted more income, more time to actually spend doing the things that I truly wanted to do with whoever I wanted to, and just more freedom and control. And I knew that working a job for the next 30 to 40 years would just simply not let me live the life that I just truly wanted to live. But one decision completely changed my life. The decision to make a change. And that ultimately led to me just starting a lead generation agency, where, as I showed you in the beginning of this video, in my first 90 days, I went from $0 to $10,000 per month. And then I ended up going on to scaling that business to consistent 50 to 60K months. But it's not just me, right? There's been plenty of other people who's also seen success with their own lead generation agencies. So for example, we have Daniel, who went from a solar sales job, a door-to-door solar sales job, to making 13.5K a month within his first 60 days with his own lead generation agency as a complete beginner. He's from Toronto, Canada. Didn't know him, but he sold door-to-door solar, and he actually tried a few other businesses before he stumbled across me and my YouTube channel, and he actually decided to give the lead generation agency business model a go at it. And when we first started working together, Daniel actually struggled most with writing converting cold emails and just building his VSL and building out his sales process. But after he figured all of those things out, he was actually able to grow his lead generation agency from $0 to 13.5K in the first 60 days of starting. Or we have Spencer, who went from $0 to 11.5K in a month in his first 90 days to his first $20,000 month within his first 4 months. And Spencer, he's from Vancouver, Canada, and he actually ran a previous investment business, but he wanted to build an online business that would give him predictable revenue, long-term sustainability, and most importantly, something that would let him work and make money from really anywhere in the world. And when we first started working together, Spencer actually did quite a bit of research into just the entire lead generation space, the online business space, and he had a bunch of doubts about different online gurus. He knew what was out there, all the other people just selling a bunch of random stuff. And he mentioned to me that a key reason for choosing to work with me is because he just wanted to learn from someone who was still actively running the business that they teach. And when he first started his lead generation agency, he went from $0 to $11,000 in his first 90 days. And in his 4th month, he actually hit $20,000 in a month. So 4 months after starting. We also have Kevin, who went from being a software developer, a software engineer, to making 9.5K in one single week within his first 30 days of working together with me. He's from Los Angeles, California in the States, and he was a former software engineer who had no prior business experience, but he wanted to build an online business. And when we first started working together, Kevin actually sent me a message saying that he's 100% all in on just making this work. And he promised that he will be one of the best clients that I've ever worked with, and he'll actually become a case study, which is exactly what happened here. And within his first 30 days of working together, Kevin signed 3 clients and made $9,500 in a single week. And finally, we have Tyler, who went from 0 to 6.5K within his first 28 days of working together. And he had no prior business experience, and he wanted to build a business which would end up replacing his 9-to-5 job, right? He wanted to find something that would match his current income, and then one day, once he's matched that income, maybe consider going full-time into this. But prior to working together, he actually spent 3 months on his own just trying to build his own lead generation agency himself, right? He didn't sign any clients, really didn't see any results, and he was just tired of just wasting a bunch of time getting 0 results. And after working together with me, within his first 28 days of working together, Tyler signed 3 clients and made $6,500. And there's actually a bunch of different case studies as well. These were just some of the people that I chose to highlight, but there are hundreds of people that I'm actively working with who are making thousands of dollars with their own lead generation agencies. So how is this possible? What decisions did these people make that led them to getting all of these results, right? And here's actually a quote, and I don't want this to get super cheesy, but this quote literally says that your life is a result of the choices you have made. If you don't like your life, then you need to start making better choices, right? And again, I just don't want to make this like super cheesy with all of these motivational quotes, but the reason that I was able to get these results, the reason why every single person that I just shared with you was able to go out and start a lead generation agency and be successful with it and leave their 9-to-5s and just start living life on their own terms is because they made one key decision. And that one decision is they decided to just stop trying to figure everything out on their own and instead follow a proven system with the right guidance, right? They just didn't want to waste months just making avoidable mistakes. They didn't jump from one business model to another, just hoping that something would finally work. And they didn't just sit on the sidelines, just waiting for the perfect time. Instead, they chose to take action and they chose to learn from someone who was already successfully doing what they wanted to achieve. And that's exactly what I help people do inside my private mentorship program called Inbox Lab. Inbox Lab is where I personally help people step by step build a profitable lead generation agency from scratch and start making $5,000 to $10,000 per month. How do we do this? So instead of figuring out alone, what people get is a proven roadmap so they always know what to do next, to get personalized feedback and personalized mentorship so that they never feel stuck. And most importantly, they get hands-on support so they can essentially shortcut the timeline in order to actually see success. Because at the end of the day, success isn't random. It's about following a system that's already worked for hundreds of other people before and being finally willing to just take action on it. So how do we actually make it unreasonable to not see success with a lead generation agency? Because essentially what you need to do is figure out how you could just shortcut the timelines by getting direct support and getting direct guidance. Because at this point, you're probably wondering, what does Inbox Lab actually look like on the inside? How does it help people get all of these results in the timelines that we get people results? So let me actually show you exactly how this works. And this just isn't another course just filled with a bunch of random videos. This is a hands-on mentorship program where I personally guide you step by step from setting up your lead generation agency to landing high-paying clients to delivering the service that you sold to all of those clients. And right now, I want to give you a behind-the-scenes look at what you actually get when you join. So what you're seeing right now is the Inbox Lab program. And this is the step-by-step process where you're actually going to learn everything you need to know in order to actually start your own lead generation agency, how you could go out, sign your first clients, how you can sign second client, third client, fourth client, and how you can actually deliver results for your clients, right? And this is laid out in a very step-by-step process, right? Where you're literally learning everything you need to know. You start with learning how to pick a niche, how to put together offer, how to actually send effective cold emails that actually get replies, how to sell these people before you actually book them on a sales call. Once you get them onto a sales call, how do you actually effectively navigate that sales conversation in order to close people, right? I've closed deals in as little as 20 minutes, right? I hopped on a sales call with someone who's just never heard of me before. And at the end of that 20 minutes, I'm walking away collecting $3,000, $4,000 for my own lead generation agency. And I share with you exactly how I do that, all of the theories, live sales calls examples, live cold email examples, real world examples of VSLs, how everything works. And you'll be learning exactly how to get results for your clients, right? Everything is literally laid out in a step-by-step process. All of these videos are made in a way where there's just absolutely no fluff. It's just direct to the point. Here's what you need to do. Here's how you implement it. Here's the order of things you need to do in order to actually just not waste any time. And just to be completely clear, Inbox Lab, it's not a course. This is a one-to-one mentorship program, but what you just saw was just a training process of it, right? The series of videos where you actually learn how to start your own lead generation agency and how everything works. Because every single person that I work with will also be added into this community where there's roughly 150 different people who are all actively starting their own lead generation agency. There's people in here making $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 in a month. And here's actually a snapshot of what that community looks like, right? It's just very active. People come in and they ask their questions. They network with each other people. I'm just scrolling a little bit. People are asking good questions, right? How do you actually reply back to people? I'm sending all of these cold emails. I'm getting replies from prospects. How do I actually navigate that process in order to book sales calls, right? There's a client that I'm working with who literally shares with me all of the replies that he gets from his cold emails. And he's asking me how everything works. And here's exactly what you get, right? You get one-to-one mentorship, and all of these people on top of this group chat, they're actually able to get direct support one-to-one at any single time, right? So they reach out to me with whatever it is that they're working on. They're stuck on something and they get direct guidance one-on-one with me. And there's also weekly calls that we could also talk about as well. So this is for you if you're serious about starting your own lead generation agency and scaling it to $10,000 per month in the next 90 days, but you're just feeling stuck. Maybe you're unsure about what the right niche is, or struggling to just craft a compelling offer, or mastering cold emails, or just not clear on what the fastest path is to actually making real money with this, because I can help you cut through all of that confusion. I know exactly what it takes to go from $0 to $10,000 per month in just 90 days and scale well past that mark, right? Because this isn't just theory. This is a proven process that I've personally used to hit that mark in just under 90 days. And I'll be giving you the exact blueprints, all of the strategies, all of the techniques, all of the solutions to just finally break through any roadblocks, fix what's holding you back, and just get you to making real money with your own lead generation agency. All you need is just commitment and ability to just follow the steps that are laid out. So if you're ready to work with me one-to-one to launch and scale your own lead generation agency and get it to $10,000 per month in the next 90 days, then I invite you to schedule a free strategy call using the first link in the description down below. Because during that call, we'll be walking you through our entire consulting process, including sharing real-world case studies and testimonials from just all of our clients, breaking down the exact implementation steps with very clear timelines, setting clear expectations so you know exactly what to expect, explaining how our guarantee works, and just answering any and all questions that you might have. But more importantly, we'll be spending time to get to know you, your story, your goals, and what you actually want to achieve in the next 3 to 6 months. Because the ultimate goal is by the end of that call, you have all the information that you need in order to make an informed decision about whether starting a lead generation agency is the right opportunity for you. And if you feel like this is the right next step for you and you believe that we can help you achieve your goals, then we'll just discuss how we could potentially work together. If not, no pressure at all. We're honestly not here to force a decision. We see this more kind of like a coffee chat, right? Where you just get to learn more about us and we get to learn more about you. So if it feels like a good fit and the timing is right, then we'll talk about next steps from there. So go ahead and schedule your free strategy call using the first link down below. See ya.